actually start with. Okay, let's just get to punching this guy out. Now you may kill them as well, so you want to be careful not to kill them. I also have the taming rates up, so that will change things a little bit. Oh, a little faster than I expected. Okay, so we have now tamed a dodo. Each time you tame a new species, this will pop up. So you want to be careful not to have any of these pop up while you're in a fight because they're annoying and you have to escape out of them. So let's name our dodo. What do we want to name him? Let's just call him Dough Boy. How about just Doughboy? Doughboy. Dodo Doughboy. Doughboy the Dodo. There we go. Alright. Doughboy, he's level 20. Now, the one thing, because it went so fast, you didn't really get to see with the taming process, is that you have taming efficiency. If you tame something that's level 1, he has a chance to gain 0 levels, even though it would be 100% efficient in this case. If he's, I don't know the exact specifications, but basically what it is a certain percentage of their current level will be added to their levels once they're tamed, and once they become yours. So this guy was 14, um, so he jumped up to level 20, so he gained 6 levels. So you can kind of do a little bit of math there and figure out what that may be. So also whenever they tame, they will always be following you, and there's a set of commands for whistling that you'll want to learn. First is if you are looking at one and you hit T, it will ask him to follow you. If you're looking at one and you hit Y, it will ask him to unfollow you or to stay. If you have multiple dinos and you don't want to have to whistle each one of them, then you can press J and it will allow you to whistle all of your dinos that you have control over to follow you. Now you do have to be careful in that if you're playing on a multiplayer server and you're in a tribe, and it's dinos are controlled by the tribe. So if you whistle and if you hit J and you whistle around other people's dinos that are in your tribe, then there's potential they're going to try and follow you as well, and then you're dragging everyone's dinos everywhere. So you got to be careful about that. So and then in order to unfollow, if you were to happen to make that mistake, press U, and that will unfollow those dinosaurs and have them stay again. So let's walk through that one more time. Also, F is to access the inventory of an unconscious dino, or your dinos whenever you're riding them or whatever. Obviously, it says E, and E will work if you're looking at them. Um, but if you press F, even if you're riding them, you'll be able to access the inventory. So I just, as a habit, use F. So we're going to take these off. We'll give him like 5 berries to munch on. They do slowly drop their food and they will need to eat. I have it set to where it drops slower than normal. Here we go. Here's a level 4. Let's see how many punches it takes. Go down. There you go. So we'll drop one on him. So it probably only takes one. There we go. You can cancel that and go back and name them later. Both of these were male, weren't they? Okay, let's see. I didn't even pay attention to if this one was a male or a female. Oh, both male. Okay. Come on. Come on. I know you can do it. There you go. So obviously this guy was level 4. He only gained 1 level. So that gives you a little bit of idea. Obviously the higher you tame something, or the higher the level level the dinosaur is when you tame it, the more levels it gains. So normal, I think the max level is 120. So if you tame something that's 120, then you're looking at a potential tame, if you perfect tame it, 100% efficiency, you're looking at something that could be around level 180 or so. That may be a little high, but something along those lines. Okay, it's getting dark. We don't have a fire yet. Let's go pick up some stones. Grab a few more berries. I also have the experience gain up much higher. Look, here we go. We have a trilobite. Oh, and our first supply drop. We need to find some stones that we can pick up without having to use a pickaxe. That way we can make a pickaxe, because you need the one stone first. But let's open this supply drop. See what we find. Oh, gotta be level 3. Okay, so not our first supply drop. Stone. Oh, that would be a Sarco. So if you do encounter a carnivore, most of the times you can try and outrun them. You don't want to try and fight if you can help it, and they will eventually aggro onto a dodo or some other creature and leave you alone. So just you want to be a little bit careful whenever you're walking around. Just make sure to pay attention to your surroundings. And of course you can sacrifice your your tamed animals if you haven't grown too attached to them. Now it does get pretty dark. I don't know on the different servers if there's a way to, for it not to be so dark. Okay, here's just a stone. As you'll see, like these stones, I cannot pick these up, but these little stones I can. And you can tell, if you're on a server, you can tell how high the gathering rate is based on picking up one stone. So you'll see that I have it on 10 times the gather rate. So if that gives you a little idea of the gather rate that you'd be dealing with on a normal server, what you see right now is 10 times what you would find on a normal server. So let's just go ahead and pick up several. That'll give us enough for a fire once we want to start a fire. I think I want to start my little house over here on the end, or my little abode over here on the end of this little thing for now. Give us a little hut to hang out at. Okay, so we can now make us a pickaxe. So click craft item. It should automatically pop into the number 1 slot. It does not. I apologize. That is on Ark Survival of the Fittest. It will automatically pop into these slots down here, and it automatically equips your clothes whenever you go to put clothes on. Okay, so so this is another thing. You see how it's already day? I have sped up the night cycle, so so as not to cause a lot of issues running around in the dark. So you can expect that the night will last longer, and so therefore it will get darker. It's probably why you can see a sun and a moon, or whatever this is going on there. Alright, so next let's get us some flint. And as I said earlier, the flint comes from these larger stones, or any stone you can't just pick up. You'll see you can get metal, flint, and stone out of these rocks. And if you get them too long, they will eventually despawn. They will break. Not a huge deal, especially in the single player. If you're playing like in Survival of the Fittest, sometimes that may alert another player as to your location. So sometimes you don't want to break them. If you do break them, rocks do somehow respawn. That is part of the game. So do trees, as long as they are not surrounded by tame dinos or structures. You don't want to put too many like foundations and such around them because that will cause a problem. Alright, let's see what else we can build real quick. Alright, we can build us a torch and some campfires. So let's just go ahead and build us one campfire for now. And we'll build us a torch. Alright, so once you get it, we'll put this here, we'll put this over here. We'll drop us a campfire. Now, how the campfire works, the campfire is a permanent structure until you destroy it. We'll put it out here at the edge of the water. Well, apparently I can put it all the way out here. That's weird. I don't know why it would allow me to do that. Let's put it up here by the edge at least. There we go. And we'll put us, let's put about half our thatch. Now when you're clicking in the inventory, there's specific ways to click and double click to move the desired amount of material from one side to the other, or I'm sorry, from your inventory to the inventory you have open. You can just hover over the item and press T, and it will transfer all items in that stack back and forth very quickly. If you want to just transfer one, you can just double click. If you want to transfer 5, you shift double click. If you want to transfer half, you shift click and drag, and that'll transfer half. And obviously if you want to transfer all of it, you just click and drag. Hold on just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. I got my kids in the background complaining about their Pop-Tarts missing. Wasn't me, I promise. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of the inventory stuff going on, we don't have anything, any use for the fire at this point, so we're not going to light it yet. We're just going to escape out. Actually, let's go ahead and put some more. Let's just put 1 in health and 1 in stamina. There we go. And once you put your last level point in, it'll always pop up the Ingram screen. Let's maybe look at putting some clothes on. That's probably a good idea. Looks like we can probably, yeah, learn all of those. Alright, and we're going to build us, I want to build a sleeping bag. Yeah, let's build a sleeping bag. Learn the sleeping bag rather. That way we can basically, there's a difference between a sleeping bag and a bed. A sleeping bag is a temporary thing. Once you use it, it completely disappears. Oh, I think I see a raptor down there. You can kind of tell the raptors because they have a distinct outline and a long tail. So we want to be careful of that guy. And obviously you can see there's a triceratops over there, kind of stuck in a tree. The Sarcosuchus, I think is what they're called. The turtles are called Carboninus. This one. Yep, Carboninus. So a wild male Carboninus, level 13. Alright, what do we need? I want to make clothes. So let's see what clothes we can make. Alright, we can already actually make some items. We can make our hat, our shirt, and our pants. Now we can't make these because these will require hide instead of just fiber. These guys basically require just fiber. Alright, let's go equip those. You You can double click them or click and drag them. Alright, get that belly covered up.